Woo! Spicy. Ba-dum-bum.
Hey guys,
Hello.
welcome back to the Quality Time with Nick and Erin.
Yeah, we made it on time. We're 2 weeks later.
No, we're 1 day late. We said we would do it on Sunday. It's Monday.
Monday. We just got back from vacation.
Yeah, I know. It's been a busy week, huh?
Yeah, it went by super fast,
It
but
did.
there was a lot going on, I feel like.
Everybody's been wondering where I am.
But also not.
Why haven't you been live streaming? I've been on vacation. You guys know I have a really rough, hectic life where I often just fuck off for weeks on end and just disappear and go on vacation.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to do that.
It was nice. It was nice to get away.
Yeah, we went up to Tennessee because, it was only last year we were at Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And we had to go back because I never
Was
got to
that
ride.
great?
I never got to ride the roller coasters last year because Erin was pregnant. So I went this year when Erin is pregnant. But this time I actually rode them.
Yeah. I didn't see you that whole day, basically.
Yeah, it was very
You're
relaxing.
off with the family, just
It was very nice.
having lots of fun without me.
Were you jealous?
No, I had fun too.
No roller coasters?
It is what it is. There's no point in being jealous.
I know. You just had it in your head like, it's not an option.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ride anything.
I knew from day one, once finding out I was pregnant, my fun was over. Just kidding.
Yeah? Life is over now. It's all over. It's all downhill from here. I don't think you feel that way, though.
No, I don't at all.
I feel like you feel excited.
I am. I'm really excited.
Yeah?
I'm excited to have a little boy.
You're halfway there.
I know. I'm excited. Like this baby bump is growing. I can feel him sometimes. It's kind of crazy. I feel like little pokes, like his elbow or knee or like his hand or something.
Or stay with me here. Or
What?
maybe he's doing a little different kind of poking, with his
I mean,
ear. What were you thinking?
I was going to say, if he's anything like his dad.
Yeah. Likes to poke his mom? Uh-huh. Not my mom, but his mom. Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Either way, no.
Yeah, you've been telling me he's been getting bigger and you feel him around. I still have yet to.
Yeah, I feel him more at night too when I'm laying there and I'll like put my hand on my belly while I'm sleeping and I feel like I can feel him swimming around or something. It's kind of...
That is really weird.
It is.
I'm ready to see like the alien inside, when he's like pushing on the
I
belly,
know.
like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, I'm excited for when you can feel it.
I'm sure. When does that happen?
I don't really know. I think maybe around 20 weeks, so in 2 weeks. But
I have no clue how any of this works. I'm just like, oh, okay. So
neither do I. So
your belly is getting bigger. That's cool. What happens now? Okay, so at some point he'll just start doing the dishes? What happens here? How does this happen?
right when he gets out.
Oh, I thought I guess he kind of already does. He helps out.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeps you company.
Someone to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, halfway there. So it's gonna come up quick, but I'm still like so focused on getting everything done and enjoying the summer. My one last summer. What is it? White boy summer? That's what they say today or this summer. It's white boy summer.
Why is that?
I don't know. It was a meme going around and everybody's making fun of it, but then it kind of became like a thing. So I'm a white boy. It's summer. I think I'm included in white boy summer.
For you.
I think so. So watch out. Florida beaches. It's white boy summer. And I'm coming.
This beach is coming out.
Yeah, it's going to come up fast. So, just trying to get all the ducks in a row. Mm-hmm. It's a weird phrase.
That it is. Oh, what was that other one that I said was really weird? Oh, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
We were driving up to Tennessee and we go up the mountain we were staying at this cabin up in Gatlinburg for like 5 days. I guess we should tell the story about how the whole week, but we went to Dollywood and then we found some other way back that the map was taking us. I was like, I don't think this is the way back.
Yeah.
Like we have to go all the way up this mountain. I don't recognize any of this. I don't remember there being another way up. And Erin's like, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Like, what does that mean? I mean, I guess it is a saying, but
It is.
These sayings are so weird. Like these old
I would
school,
never skin a cat.
I was like, how many cats have you skinned, Erin? And how many ways is there to skin a cat? Like, what does that phrase even mean? Like, you skin it with a knife. You skin it bottom to top or top to bottom?
I guess so.
That really counts as a different way? Because it seems pretty much the same to me.
I feel like it should be there's more than one way to skin a deer or something like that. Something that people actually skin, like when you go hunting and stuff to like keep the meat.
Actually skin cats, I'm
Not
sure.
here though.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, nobody's skinning deers here either.
Yeah.
Name one person.
People who go deer hunting.
Yeah, and people who skin cats. Like, just because you don't do it doesn't mean people don't. I guarantee there's somebody. We're in Florida. Have you ever heard of Florida Man? I guarantee somebody's skinning a cat right now.
Well, that maybe if you're like a psychopath, but
yeah. Have you heard of the Florida Man?
Yeah.
There you go. I am the Florida Man.
But it shouldn't be a phrase. Not as many people do it.
It is a very weird phrase. But a lot of phrases that are like common phrases are remnants of some really weird past behavior that people
I know a lot of the laws too in certain states are very weird because once the law, it kind of just stays forever. And there's like, can't fuck your donkey on Tuesday or like something like that. It's like, what?
Hey, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Oh, tomorrow is Tuesday. Shit. I guess I got tonight. I mean, when you guys are seeing this, it'll be Tuesday. So tomorrow is Wednesday. So I'm good tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Get the donkey.
I want to look some of those up and see.
That is a real weird one.
I know. There's like can't wash your duck on like certain days or something like that. It's like, okay.
My favorite is all the
specific.
racist ones. Of course they would be my favorite. You racist, Nick.
Those are still there?
No, just the weird phrases that like people just said, like I heard as a kid and I just thought those were normal phrases. And then you grow up and you're like, get your cotton picking hands off me. Like what? What? You know, but when you're a kid, you just think like it's a phrase. I don't know. It just means don't touch me.
Yeah.
Until you grow up and you're like, that seems a little racist. It seems like a phrase we should let go.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's there's so many. You could make a whole list.
Indian giver.
Yeah, I was thinking that one too. Indian giver.
You're an Indian giver. But I never thought that was bad. Well, I guess no one thinks it's bad.
Oh, somebody, who was it this week? Somebody said, we were a little off the reservation, and that's like when you go a little crazy. They went a little off the reservation. That's like Indians going off the reservation.
That's like a crazy thing.
Well,
Is that why that phrase
I don't know that they mean it like crazy, but they mean like be careful. This is like a wild person. They're off the reservation.
Oh my God.
They're not where they belong. Yeah, I mean, it's another.
No,
I don't know the exact context of how it was used, but
yeah.
I was just like, ooh. That's one. There's tons of them, man. And that's the thing is like you get canceled if you say this shit today. Cancel me, bro. Come on. I'm ready for it. But these things are also, they become like just idioms. Idioms is just like a common saying or phrase that like conveys a certain type of meaning that is just passed down through generations of common usage. And then it becomes its own phrase that means its own thing. But when you actually trace it back, you're like, yeah, that's a little rough one. There's probably tons of them. Then you have to catch yourself and be like, oh, okay.
Have you ever used get your cotton picking hands off me? And
no, but I've heard it. And I just remember as a kid, like that sounded like just
were more
a normal
adults
phrase.
Saying that? Or like were kids? Okay.
It was all of my relatives. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a phrase. I don't know if I heard it in movies or whatever. It's just a common phrase. I pick up common phrases all the time, especially doing like word games and stuff. And I do all these like phrase things. So I've always just kind of had a knack for like hearing phrases and knowing what they meant intuitively. But I never actually thought about it as a kid until I was older. And then I was like, yeah, I don't think that's good. We should probably let that one go. Now I'm trying to think of a bunch of them, which got me thinking, dude, there was something I discovered this week, which is kind of neither here or there, but it's similar to what I'm thinking about or what we're talking about right now, which I'm just like, how deep does this rabbit hole goes? See, that's a phrase. Where does, how deep does the rabbit hole go? I mean, that's from what, Alice in Wonderland? The shit gets wild down there. The phrases are everywhere. You never even realize you're using them until you're like, oh, there's one right there.
I find it too when I'm trying to like write them out. If I'm like texting it to someone, I'm like, wait, how did that go again?
Yeah,
it gets
like
very
you asked me, all intensive phrases.
All intents and purposes.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking phrase. All intensive purposes. You're like, how do you spell that? I was like, it's all intents and purposes.
And purposes. Yeah, I know. I'm like,
a lot of people get that one
I
wrong.
just say it really fast when I'm saying things that it just, it gets scrambled up and I have no idea.
It's called Amondegreen, which I also made a game off of once upon a time, where you say, it's like song lyrics do it all the time, where there's a song lyric and you get something in your head and you think it says this, but it really says something else, but you just only heard this.
Celine Dion, touch the hot dogs. I swear. I swear it says that.
What? What song was that?
Touch the hot dogs. Go on.
Never heard that one.
Far.
Leave a comment if you ever thought Celine Dion sang "Touch the Hot Dogs" in the Titanic song.
We have to play it because you will hear it then.
Copyright, can't do it.
You will hear it.
You guys pull up the thing, but you'll have to have me listen to it sometime. I am curious.
I did have you listen to it, I feel like.
No, you just said it. I mean, I know the song, but I'd actually have to hear how she sings it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was Googling what was it this week where I was trying to look something up. So I found this thing on TikTok that I wanted to do a video. It's a TikTok podcast again. Yay. Nick still is pretty much banned on TikTok. Hey, what else is new? Anyways, I was trying to make some content that would, I don't know if you know this, troll some people. I do a little trolling from time to time. So I saw this duet that I could do a good duet of but I would have to tell like a racist joke. I was trying to like think of a really like provocative racist joke that was kind of a dad joke, but was one of those old like racist dad jokes, not like what people say is racist now. It's just like, oh, you said this thing, you're a racist. It's like, it's a fucking joke. It's not like actually hateful. And I had an idea for one, but I was like, I don't know, because it was the duet I was going to do was a audience, like the people in the duet were going to get shocked of what I said. And then I was going to like, it's hard to explain the joke, but I was going to be like, no, I meant it like this. What did you think I meant? To where they like misinterpreted it. And it would have been like a funny, like, this is racist, but then it spins to, I wasn't actually saying something racist, but the audience got shocked into thinking I was, my standard thing. And so I was like, okay, I got this joke, but I wonder if there's a better joke I could use. So I was just looking up, like, these are like common cliche jokes that have been around forever. It was the joke I was going to tell. And so I was like, let me see if I can find a better one. So I Googled racist jokes, which what would pop up if you see racist jokes? You should see a list of like joke books. Yeah.
You popped
my face. He's a racist joke of a person. Pretty much. My Urban Dictionary popped up. If you guys want a good laugh, go check out my Urban Dictionary, Nick Foster jokes. You can see a lot of people have been trolled by my jokes over the last year and a half. They think somehow that shames me, but it's just bragging rights. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
People actually think like what they say on Urban Dictionary, or what they like when people do these call out videos of me, like, this is going to be a cloud that follows me forever. And everywhere I go, people are going to be like, you're that Urban Dictionary guy. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. And anybody who sees, like, I have friends who send me the Urban Dictionary, like, bro, have you seen this? And they just randomly found me and they just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, cool. It's just like when Billie Eilish called me out on her Instagram story, 75 million followers, and people are just DMing me like, holy shit, bro. And she's just calling me out for being a misogynist. Quote, as you can tell, I really hate women. Well, Nick, you have a girlfriend. That means you don't hate women. You probably hate all women, and you probably beat her up. It's like, no. Or I just tell jokes, and you guys take it seriously. But like people think like somehow, oh, this is so like, I'd be so embarrassed if I was shamed by a pop star to 75 million people. Like, what are you talking about?
I know, that's
so
amazing.
Awesome. That's so awesome. I went up to my niece when we were up at the because we went to Tennessee it was a whole family reunion. My dad turned 70. So we had all the nieces and nephews, me, my brothers and sisters, my parents, a whole big family gathering. Mm-hmm. And my nieces are now, in their teenage years, and they're just like, they're kind of impressed that some of them are kind of impressed. Some don't really care because they're not really on social media. But the ones who are on TikTok are like, dude, you're famous, which is pretty cool. That always feels good. But one of them, I was sitting there like, hey, guys, I was like, just kind of embellishing it. Like, oh, don't give me shit. I'm famous, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows who I am. And my other niece who's not on TikTok is like, oh, yeah, so everybody knows you? And I was like, yeah. And then she's like, what about Billie Eilish? Does she know you? Literally just said that name because Billie Eilish is like her favorite artist or something. And I was like, yes, actually. And everybody who knows my TikTok was like, actually, he does. And my other niece was like, he was on her story like a few weeks ago. And she was like, what?
So crazy.
And she was really impressed too. And she was like, okay, well, I think you're okay, but also I still side with Billie because she's awesome. And I'm like, how dare you side with my mortal enemies? But she also was like, that's pretty cool, you know, especially if you're a fan of Billie. And then even though Billie's like calling me out and talking shit, like
the odds.
My point is like none of this, even to people who like these people and agree with these people who know me in my real life are not like, oh, you're an awful person. They already thought that long before TikTok. Everybody else is just impressed. Like, bro, keep it up. This is awesome. I can't believe you're on Billie Eilish's Instagram story. I can't believe you're on Urban Dictionary. Like, you make people so mad. Like, they know me as that. They've always known me as a professional troll, just minus the professional. Mm-hmm. And now they see it like getting worldwide audiences. And
you've made it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still far from, I got banned, so I got to humble myself again and climb back up to 1,900,000 followers. Who's counting? I'm only at 160,000 now on my third account. Oh my God.
You have screenshots though.
I can prove it. Yeah. How embarrassing would that be if somebody's like, oh my God, I heard you were on TikTok, and they see my TikTok. They're like, 160,000. I'm like, no, but look at this screenshot I have of my old account that got banned. 900. Look, I promise I'm famous. It's like, that's pretty cringy. I'm not going to do that.
No, but it's more for you and for like memories and like.
I'll always remember. I don't need the screenshot to remember. But the truth is, when people see my TikTok and they see 160,000, they still think I'm famous. Like, I forget, like, that is famous. Yeah. Because I've been there for a while. But I remember when I hit 100,000 on the first account over a year ago, and I was just like, this is incredible. Yeah. And then I got 9 times at them, you know? So it's like, and now I'm like, I only have 160,000 in like 3 weeks. This is lame. My views are so low. I only get like 20,000 views a video on average. I don't know, which is actually really embarrassing. I used to get so much more. Shadow ban's real. We're not going to get into all that. Anyways, my point is your little hate videos and hate definitions, nobody gives a fuck. All right. It's hilarious to me. It's pretty funny. So keep it up. But also, hey, fans, if you want to balance, that's the thing. The haters are always louder than the fans. Fans aren't going to check my Urban Dictionary every day so they can keep because there's good definitions that were up there originally. Mm-hmm. But the haters, anytime they get mad, and that happens a lot, they go out of their, they flood it. So it is what it is. That's just the game you play. What was I saying? So I was trying to do this racist joke thing, and I was just like, let me Google this. Like, I'm trying to think of some other, I don't want to give the joke away, but some type of joke like that. But I was Googling like, all right, like if you Google dad jokes, you would get a website that just says a list of dad jokes. That's what Google used to do. Clearly, anybody searching for that is searching for a list of jokes. Nothing came up where it said a website that had a list of jokes. No, like jokes.com, no, nothing. All it was articles from woke journalists saying how racist jokes hurt people, how racist jokes have caused racism problems in America, how racist joke has infused pop culture. And it's just woke article. They filter out. Google filters out. Google it right now on Google. Racist jokes. Let's say you just want a list of racist jokes because you're trying to do something with it, or maybe you're doing a report, or maybe you want to like use them as examples of how not to be racist, whatever. Yeah. There's a reason sometimes you might want to search a list of racist jokes, and you can't do it on Google. There's literally no results. It's all articles just saying racist jokes are bad. I was like, what the fuck? This cannot be real. So I went to Bing just to see, and I typed in racist jokes, and the first website, list of racist jokes, funnyhaha.com or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah. And it was just like a list of jokes, which jokes exist, people. Like, you're allowed to know jokes. You're allowed to research jokes. Mm-hmm. These used to just be dad jokes. I get it. The times have changed or whatever, but you're just censoring history of information people actually are looking for. Yeah. It's fucked up. So I'm like, what else is Google doing that for? How many people search Google, and if you don't find something, you just assume it doesn't exist? Mm-hmm. And it's like, Of course, that might not be the most important to society, but
though, can you go back into like a different few or like a few pages back?
I mean,
and find
I'm sure there might be some settings buried somewhere. I'm sure if I go a few pages, but that's not the point. If it's not, it should be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
That's what actual search results would do. The clear intention of somebody searching, I even search list of racist jokes and it wouldn't give me one. I'm looking specific. I wasn't even looking for just, oh, maybe he meant like racist jokes and why they're bad, you know? Google just fucking interprets it how they want and filters everything out. I was like, this is fucked up. So now I kind of want to like start searching things like that and just think like, go over to Bing and see what they pop up with and you'd be amazed, I'm sure. So I didn't come up with a better racist joke because all the ones I did find on Bing weren't that great. And, I might post the other one too, but I just haven't. Today was like my first day posting since we've been on vacation.
Well, now you'll have to tell me after the show because I want to know what it is.
Okay, the joke is, what do you call a black guy with no arms and no legs?
Matt.
That's pretty funny. Trustworthy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and see, that's the setup. That's not the joke, but that used to be a joke. But that's just my premise for the joke. See, because I put layers to my things, all right? I don't think that's a funny haha, but I think it's a funny haha in the context of how I was going to do it because it's a whole group of people they like set up their video where like you say something and then they go, oh, and they all walk away, you know, like disappointed, right? So I was going to be like, what do you call a black guy with no arms and no legs? And they're like, and you say, trustworthy. And then they go, oh, and they all walk away. And I'm like, what? I mean, because they're all trustworthy, right?
Yeah.
That's the joke. It's like, I wasn't saying black people are not trustworthy. I'm saying all black people are trustworthy, but they interpreted it to be racist, even though that is an old cliche racist joke, right? That's how I do my thing. I like to layer things, but it would get people all pissed off anyways. Like, how dare you say this? It's like, what did I say? I said they're all trustworthy. How is that bad? Like, it's an anti-joke, actually. Pretty funny, you know? I'll have to post it. You guys leave it in the comments if I should post that joke. It'll definitely get removed for hate speech, but what else is new? Every video I post. By the way, guys, follow my other YouTube channel, Nick Foster Official, because I am now posting YouTube shorts of all my removed videos that get banned from TikTok. And there's a lot of them. And I have all my old Nick Foster jokes videos and all my old Nick Foster official videos. So there's thousands of them.
Oh, you put them all on there?
Not all, but I'm starting to. You know, I just don't want to flood it all in one day.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start posting them. But every one I get removed from TikTok, I'll put up there if it makes sense. Some of them are just TikTok drama that won't really make sense as a standalone video, but any of the main jokes I'll put up there. So you can assume that one's going up. And also, I am bringing my own podcast to that YouTube channel. I've been doing the live stream show on Twitch, but I want a full podcast. So that podcast will be up on that channel and on Spotify and iTunes. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to record one this week, but it also, you know, it's a busy week. We're catching up on things and we got other things to do.
Yeah.
So enough of all that drama, but follow that channel and don't say racist jokes because Google thinks you don't exist anymore. I don't know. It's weird.
Now you're on a watch list.
Probably.
Even though you already are.
Like, what propaganda, dude? You're just going to shove this like, or what the problem with racist? You know what the problem is? You're the problem. Okay. They're just jokes. They don't mean anything. All right. Let people see jokes and old jokes. There's nothing wrong with it.
I like dead baby jokes.
Yeah. I bet if you search that, it would pop up because liberals love killing babies. So it's fine. Dead baby jokes, totally good. White people jokes, search that, pop up, no problem. I haven't tested any of this, but I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No problem. Racist jokes, we suspiciously haven't found a single website in the whole world that lists popular racist jokes.
Are there white jokes?
Of course, but they're all fucking lame.
I just thought they were always
just like all racist jokes are lame. But also, are they lame? Because stereotypes are based in truth, you know? On TikTok, there's a bunch of white people jokes. Like, it's always like, oh, I can taste the unseasoned chicken from here. You know, it's like, oh, get it? Because white people don't season their food. It's a cliche. It's overused. It's a stereotype. but it is based in some reality. Like a lot of white people don't know how to cook food good.
Yeah.
They just fucking throw salt and pepper on everything. This girl knows how to season some chicken, all right? You should see her cabinets. You open up the cabinet, it's filled with spices, all right?
Love me some
that
spices.
stereotype of white people is wrong. For instance, show me your dad. Is that stereotype wrong? Black people? No, canceled, bro. You're out of here. Stereotype. See, the old stereotype of like, oh, show me your dad. Do you have a dad? The truth is there's truth in that stereotype, right? You know, all of these things have truth to them, but they're overused. They're hacky jokes, of course. They're, you know, but they're you know, they exist. And why not? It doesn't equal hate. It just means like the Asian one I had told that got deleted. That was funny.
I know.
Even the Asian people liked it before they removed it. I got to put that one up on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube, guys. I won't retell all my jokes
Have any of
here.
those been taken down off of YouTube?
No.
That's good.
I don't think they'll take them down. I think they'll demonetize some of them, but I don't know that you can even monetize shorts, or I don't know. All I care about is not being silenced and starting to build my audience on there, which I got to put a lot more work. You know, I have been slacking so hard on building up the YouTube. Same with this podcast. I've been slacking. I mean, we're getting back into the swing of things. We're going to do it every 2 weeks like we promised, and we're here. But there's so much I have to do to really optimize that YouTube channel. I got to engage more. I got to post clips. I got to promote it on TikTok and everything. And I've just been, you know, the truth is I've been slacking, guys. I've been slacking. So if you're here and if you've been watching, and if you're an avid fan, please leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't, and go to our iTunes and Spotify. In fact, go to our iTunes and leave a good review, because that's another thing. If you want to see some funny ha-has and all the haters, we got a really bad review on our iTunes. And it's just haters being like, these are terrible people. He's racist, misogynistic, and his TikTok's terrible. It's like, what's that got to do with this podcast? Nothing. What's that got to do with Erin? Nothing. I don't like Nick, and we're just going to flood his iTunes reviews with
How crazy.
1 star. So it's like, that's the fucking game. And again, I don't ever like tell people, hey, leave us a good review. I haven't even ever said that on this podcast, I don't think.
Yeah.
So if you go and read them on iTunes, you're going to see a lot of funny hate videos or comments from like some rape joke I told 6 months ago.
That's insane.
I know. We can pull them
Why
up.
do these people go out of their way?
Dude, they have no life.
They have
Like
nothing to do.
they are the epitome of everything that's wrong with today's society. It's just people who have nothing to do but sit on the computer and hate. They don't, or on their phone, really. They don't make content of their own. They don't have any opinions other than outrage. And they try to say the same thing about me, like, oh, all you do is sit on your phone and hate on people. No, I'm making something. I'm creating a community. I'm actually creating content. I'm telling jokes that I think are funny to people who think they're funny. And you're the hater who doesn't like it and goes out of your way to hate on it. I don't go out of my way to hate on your videos because I don't watch your videos, because you don't make any videos. And if you do, I don't give a fuck if it bothers me, because it doesn't. I just scroll past.
Yeah.
I only respond to videos that I can make a good joke off of. And that is rare that I make a good joke, right, guys? Hey, no, it's rare that I even do that anymore, because all those videos get taken down for bullying.
Yeah.
So I only respond to videos that directly are talking about me. People who mention me in videos, people who are hating on me or criticizing me, and then I'll respond to them. And people are like, oh my God, all you do is bring people down. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm just over here vibing with my own jokes, my own sense of humor, and my own community. And you guys go out of your way to make it your problem and inject yourself into it, and then call bullying when I say anything in return. You guys are so lame. But it's the game. It's the internet. I love making people outraged, so it's fine. I accept that. You know, it comes with the territory.
For sure.
But
the
it's
path you
just
have chosen.
it's the lack of self-awareness and the hypocrisy for me. Like, you guys have no clue. Like, the amount of people who just like, stop bringing down people who just do what they want to do. I'm just telling jokes that I like to do. Oh, pull me down for that. Stop judging people for who they are. All you're doing is judging me for who I am. I'm a sarcastic troll.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not respectable. Let people post the content they want to post. It doesn't affect you. Let me post what I want to post. It doesn't, you know, everything that they say can be flipped around on them. And they have no, in their minds, they're like, but you deserve it because I didn't like your thing. Your thing is targeted at my whatever. Therefore, it's I'm allowed to say it. But when I'm criticizing something in a like they're all personal towards me, Nick, you're a terrible person. Nick, you're this, you're that, whatever they want to say. My jokes are just like they're stereotypes. They're not about you specifically. So you can't say I'm bullying you. I know. Getting fired up.
Splash zone.
It's just, but then they inject themselves and start personally attacking me. And then somehow in their mind are like, I'm not the bully. You're the bully for responding to me. It's like, okay, whatever. You guys are such lame-os, but it doesn't matter. It helps me. You know, it's the game I'm playing.
Exactly. Gonna get a lot of haters on this road.
Yeah, I know. So thanks for watching, guys, and not hating. Meanwhile, half the people watching right now are like, this motherfucker, I'm only watching because I hate you, which is hilarious how many people do that. Just watch all the time. Like my tweets, I was pulling up tweets. You know, I search my name on Twitter and people somehow are like, dude, anything you do, people are just like, this is embarrassing for you. Is it? Is it embarrassing that when I search my name on Twitter, people all around the world are talking about me? Because when I search your name on Twitter, nothing comes up. All right. So that's more embarrassing. All right. I actually have relevance. But I'll search my name and people think it's like so difficult. Like, does he just search his name 24/7? No, it's just like when I need a tweet, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to put out a tweet. Let's see if there's any content I can retweet about, make a joke off of. So I search my name and then people are just saying all this fucked up shit. And I pulled one up the other day, like when we were up at the cabin with my family, because me and my brother and my dad were kind of talking about, so like, how you deal with all this and what's the haters and what's this? And I just thought it was so funny. And right at that moment, somebody had tweeted, and I did read it to you the other day, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
They made a lovely tweet.
So I just, this is a tweet, just a random tweet when I search my name. It's pretty funny. I hope that fugly ass, uneven beard, greasy skin, built like Gru, white-tongued Nick Foster cunt fucking offs himself. He literally is such a waste of space and literally never stays banned. I hope he gets food poisoning from undercooked chicken and shits out his intestines and dies.
Jesus.
Like, this is the shit that I get all the time. Now tell me.
Imagery.
I know. I mean, it's pretty creative. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I just retweeted it and was like, I think she likes me. It's so funny because I just don't take any of it seriously. But like, how can you in your mind think that I'm not relevant if I make people that angry that they're tweeting into a void to nobody about me and saying all of that? It's like, nobody cares what you think. Really? It seems like you do.
Yeah.
It seems like you do. It's so funny. But that's what I'm saying. That's what these people do. They just go out of their way just to be vile, terrible people because somebody made content that they don't like. Boo-hoo. You're a victim. Yeah, there's tons of them. Where were we going with that? We were talking about bad reviews and the haters being loud.
Jokes.
Yeah, I kind of got that point out.
Yeah.
Anyways. So guys, point is go leave a good review if you want to. But that's what I need to do is because I do need to get better at promoting this podcast on the TikTok. And I was doing it before, but I've been banned and it's like I'm focused on building the audience more than anything. I need to do it though. I need to build the audience off TikTok, obviously.
Yes.
So when you just self-promote on TikTok, it does terrible. You can't just be like, hey guys, I have this podcast, go listen to it. Hey guys, go follow me on Instagram. That doesn't work. All right. Even if your audience loves you, yeah, you'll get some, but it is nothing. It's like you have 1 million followers and you post something like that, you might get 100 people to do it. It's nothing. But when you can make a joke off it or use it in some type of creative way, that's where you get a lot of following. So one thing, so like posting funny clips from this does well. People are like, oh, where can I listen to the rest of this? That's great. But even that is not that motivating because they saw the clip and they just think it's a standalone. Some people don't put together. There's a longer video or a longer YouTube, and then you have to sell them on that in the comments, and some people don't read it, so it's a, less effective method. But if one thing that works for me promoting my Instagram was obviously when I posted the white square on Black Square Day, last year, was that a controversy? And then I just screenshot it and put it on TikTok and with like a laughing sound. I got like 5,000 followers in an hour.
That's insane.
Without even asking people to follow me. So
Yeah.
like that right there is a great tactic. Make a joke that they need to go see, like what's the comments, and you don't even have to tell them to follow. They'll just do it. Then another thing is when I just screen, you know, all the hate tweets I get, you should see my DMs on Instagram. I just get these vile shit all the time. I hope your baby dies and I hope your girlfriend kills herself, you know, all kinds of fucked up shit. But I'm the bully, of course. And I just screenshot them and then make a joke off it on TikTok and put it on blast. And then everybody like goes out of their way to like follow my, you know, Instagram. And then I always get flooded with like fan messages like, hey man, just want to let you know, don't let the haters get you down. You're awesome, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, you didn't even ask for that, but that's just like, I noticed that happening.
Yeah.
So one way I can promote this podcast is if I just use all our bad reviews and make some content off
that'd be
that. Because then people are like, I'll be like, here's my bad reviews for my podcast. And then it's like a way to tell people, go check out this podcast.
That's
and
good,
they'll just
yeah.
flood the iTunes and be like, I love this podcast. You guys are the best.
Yeah,
you know?
that's smart.
So I got to do something with that. But all ideas, just been busy. I'm going to get it all going.
What were we talking about? Oh, so you usually post like you in front of your tweets and stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so great when some other kid made a TikTok and he was in front of your tweet and he was just like, oh, this guy right here or whatever. And I was like, yes. Like,
Yeah, other people do that too.
Yeah.
They always, that's
I
another
thought that
thing.
was
They,
so
you know,
awesome.
how they say like, oh, this is embarrassing. You just search your own name on Twitter. It's like, yeah, I takes 5 seconds and I want to see what people are saying so I can use you for content. I'm just using you for content.
Yeah.
But another one that I get all the time is like, oh, this guy just posts himself standing in front of his own tweet.
Yeah.
As though that's embarrassing that I literally make my own content. Unlike some TikTokers, I don't just blatantly steal everybody's ideas and jokes and exact wording and act like it's my content. I don't just go find funny people on Twitter, screenshot their tweets, and then post me going, ha ha, this guy's so funny. And then I get 1 million views as though I'm funny for finding it. All right? I don't do that. I make my own thoughts, my own opinions, and my own jokes that I
Yeah.
tweet, and then I repurpose those tweets on Instagram and on TikTok, and I get a bunch of views on there. And that's another tactic that blows up my Twitter. All of my followers on Twitter came from me not asking for people to follow me. By the way, guys, follow me on Twitter, Nick Foster Show. It's always been from, if I just make a funny tweet and then I can somehow turn it into a video format where I'm standing in front of it, then people just go out of their way to follow me because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, that was funny. That was good. I want to see what he's doing on Twitter. And they just follow me. It's like, that's just smart cross promotion without self-promoting,
Yeah.
you know? And then people are like, oh, it's the standing in front of my own tweet for me. Oh, yeah. Let's see one of your tweets. People are like, oh, he's standing in front of his tweet that's got 58 likes that I posted like 13 minutes ago. Do you know how hard it is to get 58 likes on Twitter? Go show me your tweets that got 58 likes. Like half the people, I guarantee everybody listening to this probably doesn't even have a tweet that has that many likes. And then they laugh at me like, this is embarrassing. You're proud of yourself for having likes. It's like, yeah, I am. And also follow my Twitter, Nick Foster Show. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah. I create my own content, which is part of the controversy we're in this week, is just these fucking people on TikTok who just steal jokes. Not going to mention any names. That guy, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but the guy that's like, I can take you there. Yeah. You know, you guys know if you fucking know TikTok. Oh my God, this guy. And I liked his content, but what a fucking douche. He made me hate his face. He just straight up steals. All these people have been showing, he straight up steals all of his content. And I know TikTok is a very trendy place where you take the trends. And that's what I was explaining to you earlier is there's a big difference between jumping on a trend and taking a joke format and making it your own, which is what I do, versus word for word stealing the setup, punchline, acting, camera angles, sound, everything, and just putting it out to your audience as though you came up with it from some small creator who has 5. And then he's like, this guy straight up is like, yeah, that's because I do it better. I'm an actor. I don't write the scripts. You give me a script, I'll nail it. Nobody gave you a script, bro. You fucking stole the script. And also, script writers get credit. All right?
Yeah.
You ever hear of Best Screenplay Awards? That's because they know who wrote the fucking words, you douche. And then he's just like, I just get more views because I do it better. No, you don't. You get more views because you have 2.7 million followers and you steal jokes from people who have 500 followers. You're a douchebag. You're uncreative. You're untalented. And you just made people hate you. And I actually kind of liked you at first. I even left a comment today. I was like, he's so shameless. I actually kind of respect it a little bit. I mean, let's be honest. He got famous off having no individual thoughts of his own. Just steals other people's shit. But that is, that's the internet, unfortunately. But then I made a joke mocking him using his joke that he does all the time. So I take his joke format and guess what? Didn't just steal it word for word, but used it against him because I created my own joke making fun of him for stealing people's content, using his own content to make the joke.
Yeah.
That's what a creative person does. All of my jokes, say what you will about them, they're original. They're mine. Now, you might think the punchline, the premise, the point I'm making, you've heard a million times, but you haven't seen it done in this joke format. Mm-hmm. You haven't. When you see these memes pop up that everybody just jumps on and does the exact same thing, word for word, dance for dance, move for move, I always take it and find an interesting angle to make it unique that fit my personality. That's how you use a trend. And then nobody cares that you steal the idea. It's, can you make the idea original? And he thinks he's better because he got more views because he has more followers, when all you're adding to it is your smug, stupid face that now people hate. You douche. So I made the joke about him. And then I came up with that funny joke. And guess what? 4 hours later, somebody with 1 million followers post my exact same joke, and as though it was theirs, and gets 4 times as many views because I don't have 1 million followers anymore. I only got 160,000, but who's counting? Me. And then just straight up blatantly steals my joke and just puts it out there too. And he's getting all these views. And I was just like, oh, and then people are tagging me in it like, Nick did this. And then I go and I'm like, dude, I posted this joke 4 hours before you. Clearly you stole this from me. I didn't say that, but I'm just like, calling out somebody for stealing content by stealing my content. The irony. And then somebody was like, he did it different. And the guy liked the comment right away and doesn't even respond to me. And it's like, dude, what? This happens all the time. When I made the rape joke that got me canceled on the old one, and it wasn't really even a rape. It's a rape joke, but also an anti-joke, because it was like, don't make rape jokes was the point of the joke. Mm-hmm. But it had angles to it. Could be interpreted in many ways. It was a great joke. I know. Went viral as hell. I love Probably got me banned on my first account. R.I.P. Nick Foster Jokes. Not that I am sad about it. Maybe a little bit. And they ban that joke, and everybody reports it, and I lose my account. And then, like, the next week, I see tons of people making this joke, and it's just my joke. Like, there's no way you came up with this joke on your own, bro. And no credit, no anything. And then they go viral, and all the comments in there, all my comments are like, you're disgusting. This is terrible because of my image and because of everybody knows who I am, and they just hate me. And, I mean, I have fans, obviously, but I'm saying like the people who just stumble across the joke, they do know who I am. Whereas when they stumble across somebody else's joke, they don't know who they are. So they come to it with a different kind of frame of who that person is. And I read those comments and it's just like, my comments were, you're disgusting. You're a piece of shit. And then his comments are, who just steals my joke, is like, okay, I got to admit, that was kind of funny. It was wrong, but that was funny. You can't lie. This was creative. Hey, guys, you have to admit, this was really witty. This was clever. No shit, it was clever. I came up with it. You're welcome. Fucking joke thieves and haters everywhere. Nobody can admit I'm creative as fuck. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying my sense of humor is everybody's. I'm not saying you have to like my content or like me. That's fine. I understand it. But you cannot deny that I'm creative and I can write some good jokes. Yes. You can't deny that. And that my jokes are, I know how to crush a meme format on TikTok and make it, get a original angle that hasn't been seen before. Mm-hmm. The one where every fucking girl and guy on TikTok was doing, grr, boom, bitch, and it was like the kid's voice doing that. And literally millions of views were getting seen by that fucking sound. And it was just people doing the sound, just boom, bitch, grr, you know, and they just literally just did it with their face. That's all they did.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything different. And then I took that and actually turned it into a joke that was very offensive, where I got to make fun of, I was like posing as a little kid, making fun of Kobe Bryant dying and calling his mom a bitch, you know, and it's hilarious in a little kid's voice. I'm not saying the joke by itself is like some brilliant joke, but it's the only one, the first one that was original for that sound.
Yeah.
And that's what I do a lot, is I'm really good at coming up with a unique angle for that sound that makes it my own.
Yeah.
And then people are just like, this is terrible. Yeah, oh, I get it. The joke is you're just making fun of somebody dying. It's like, oh, you're right. It's way more creative if I just do the same thing that millions of other people are doing and just mouth it with, just lip sync it. So cool, so creative. It'd be way better if I was that guy who just straight up steals people's entire creativity and joke, and then act like, oh, it's me and I did it better because I'm an actor. And then people are like, yes, he's great. He's the best. Make him famous.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I admire about you is your creativity.
Thank you.
It never ceases to amaze me when you show me these.
Thank you.
Like, oh my gosh, like where the fuck did this come from?
Years of practice.
You just hear it and you're like, oh, okay.
I get an angle right away.
So fucking
You'll see me out here just like, I'm just on my phone and I'm always browsing and you never know if I'm just chilling, but I'm always like running like ideas through my head.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I think I got one. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think I got one. And I just like run into the room, turn everything on. 30 minutes later, I come out. I'm like, this is what I came up with. And you're just like, what the fuck? It's pretty funny. No, I'm good with that. And that's the thing is like, yes, it is frustrating, the joke stealing. And that's why I got involved with this controversy. He wasn't really stealing my jokes because the good thing about my jokes is like, you have to have balls to steal my jokes because a lot of people can't take the hate that I get.
Yeah.
But I do understand the frustration of if you're a smaller creator and people blatantly steal something that is so clever and unique to you that you know you came up with, and you can see from the timestamps like, this isn't a trend. It's not a trend when one person makes a unique joke and you just steal it. It's a trend when 1,000 people did the joke and then you do it 1,001 times. When you're the second person to do it, it's not a trend. You just stole somebody else's idea. That's all you did. You're not cool. But that's the game. And I've had this happen before where people steal my jokes, and it is frustrating. But the reason I don't actually really take it that personally, I mean, I always leave a comment when people tag me in it, just a sarcastic comment. But I'm not like, oh, you got to give me credit, bro. How dare you? Blah, blah, blah. That was the thing about this douche. Is he fucking DM'd the guy who made a video calling him out of all the content he stole. And he's like, I'm going to get my lawyers involved and you're going to get a lot of enemies. You better take this down. Like, okay, it's one thing to be like, dude, give me credit. Or it's one thing to be like, hey, everybody steals. I did it better. Versus like, I'm going to sue you for slandering me, for telling people I stole your joke. That's where I'm like, okay, I'm getting involved here. I'm going to make fun of this guy forever. He's probably going to block me. But the reason I don't care that much, like every time this has happened before to me, because there's probably been a dozen times, like I've seen my joke stolen a lot, but there's a dozen or so where I'm like, that was a very creative, unique joke, and I deserve that one. You know, I deserve to get the credit, and I deserve to go viral. I came up with that.
Yeah.
And that's so unique, and like, that's me.
Yeah.
But I don't get that mad because I'm like, I can come up with 1,000 of these. That's the thing. For them, every fucking idea is so precious because they don't have ideas. They get one fucking thing. They're like, this is my only thing. And when they see somebody else's joke, they're just like, that's the best thing I've ever, I'm going to do that. I can do that. That's so creative. Which is like, you know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, highest form of flattery, because that's really what he's saying is like, this joke is great. This is really unique and funny. I'm going to do this because I think it's great. But doesn't tell the person, some small creator, hey, this was a funny joke, I'm going to use it. Or tell people, hey, I got this idea from that person, great joke. Or like, it's just, that's kind of fucked up. All he says is,
that's the game.
Yeah, that's TikTok. It's like, yeah, well, you suck at TikTok, bro. I mean, you got a big following. I can't fucking hate on your hustle. But also, it's not like, people don't like you for that. That sucks. Whatever. People don't like me for a million things I do. The things I do for clout, people are like, that you should be above that. Who am I to fucking judge that? I'm just saying, I understand it sucks and you're not creative and funny. And the thing is, I followed that guy because I thought this guy is funny. He does a lot of the same format a lot, but he had a lot of content for that format. And I was like, this is creative. This is original. This guy's witty and funny. Nobody's following you because your acting skills, bro. They're following you because the concept is funny. It's a funny joke. And now every time I see his face, I'm just like, ew, you're not funny. You're such a douche. Just this slimy little smirk where he's like, I stole your content. And now every time you see him, you're just like, who did you steal this from? Some fucking nobody with 500 followers who can't do anything to get, fight back. But that's the thing is when people do it, I'm just like, whatever. I got 1,000. You go ahead and steal that. What are you going to do? Steal all my jokes? Your whole profile is going to be stealing my jokes? Like, that's not going to go well for you. People are going to fucking know that.
Yeah.
You steal one joke. Okay, fine. And that was the thing of this guy who stole my joke. He put original in the fucking thumbnail and it has more likes than me. So on the sound, it's higher up. And so when people click, like, let's see what people are doing, it says his is the original. Posted 4 hours after mine.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Whatever.
Real original.
I can come up with 1,000 of them. I could fucking come up with 1,000 a day if I needed to. I got plenty of creativity, so it doesn't really stress me out. I'm just like, whatever. I'll just keep doing it, and people know. But I wish I could call them out. I wish I had my following I used to have, because then I could fight back. But right now I'm struggling just to get my views back. A lot of people don't even know about my new account because they just don't even know I got banned.
Yeah.
Accounts just disappear. And then so many of my comments are like, where have you been, bro? I haven't seen you in months. It's like, yeah, I've been here, but you didn't know I got banned and like this is a new account.
Yeah.
So lame. But yeah, again, here we go into the TikTok drama. We said we weren't going to do this. See, this is why I need my own podcast, Erin.
Nick, do it.
I was going to do today, but we were supposed to do this podcast last night so I could do my podcast today. And because we didn't do it last night, you see how it fucks up the whole week?
Well, I'll be at therapy tomorrow and
yeah.
then doing my thing afterwards. So
what are you
you'll
in
have the whole
therapy
day.
for? Dating me.
Totally.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were up at Tennessee this week. It was crazy. It was fun. My dad's 70 years old. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday. That's in 2 days,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
But the party's over.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a surprise party. I don't know how much details I should give, but it was, I don't know. We won't go into all that. He seemed very shocked by the surprise, but for other reasons. But yeah, what'd you think of being stuck with my family? I have a crazy family, a lot of siblings, a lot of nieces
people,
and nephews, and we're all
15
packed
people
into
there?
You counted. I don't even know. I'm just like,
Well, I think it was 14, 15, yeah.
okay.
Because that's how much I had to make food for. So
And we're all packed into a cabin for like 5 days.
it was a big cabin, so that was nice too.
At least we had our own
3-story.
room. That was good.
No, and we had our own bathroom too, so that was
Very
awesome.
important. Let me tell you, growing up with all these crazy people in my family, we had to share a bathroom. And it was not a lot of fun. So very glad we did not have to do that.
Yeah. But I was nervous going into it because I've never actually been around that many people for a long period of time. When I would go visit family, we'd visit everyone for a day and then we'd go back to like my grandfather's farm or something. And then it was like my grandfather and just me and my family and stuff there. So I never was consistently around people all the time. And I thought it would be very maybe overwhelming or too much like going on. I was like, am I ever going to get a break? Like, I was just overthinking everything, but it was actually really great. I love your family. I think
that makes one of us.
I think they're the best, and I'm really happy that I'm a part of it.
Allegedly. Slow down, Erin.
And I was
Slow down.
I felt so welcomed. I feel so welcomed there, and they really.
Yeah, that's because they love you more than me.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
Yeah, thanks. And like hanging out with the kids and stuff too. I thought that was fun. And
Yeah, we're definitely the big kids in the family.
yeah.
I feel like everybody's such adults because they all have kids except for me. Yet. But I still feel like I'll be a big kid. I don't know. Because I still was just hanging with the kids, having fun, telling jokes.
No, I know.
Being my old sarcastic self. They're just like, you're going to have a son soon, Nick. Are you ready to get responsible? It's like, what is going to happen? I mean, yes, I'll make sure he doesn't get run over by a car, but what, you think I'm going to just stop being like a kid at heart? Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe it does happen, but.
Well, I think that would bring out the kid even more.
I know. I'm like, the way I see it is like, I'm just going to be more immature. I'm going to be over here making jokes and playing games and doing all these things that now I have an excuse to. Go to the playgrounds again.
Yeah.
Go to the McDonald's play place. Hit on all the single moms. Hey.
Totally.
How you doing? I'll introduce you to my single mom, my single baby mama, but she ain't single. So, hey, well, let's work out the logistics here.
But it was nice too. I could get away and like go out. Like every morning, I would go out onto the patio or the balcony and stuff.
It was good having all the
read my book
because we had 3 balconies, so Erin could just disappear and had the whole top balcony.
Yeah,
to
read
herself.
my book and do some yoga. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and if things ever did get too hectic, you could just go take a little nap.
Oh yeah, I took naps.
Yeah,
but that was also because I'm tired.
I know. Yeah, I napped a little too, and it's like I just realized like I don't nap a lot. Like I'm always going and I'm always doing stuff because I always feel like I need to, and I hate being tired. But the second you go somewhere where you're just chilling, there's really nothing to do, that's when I'm just like, I'm tired. You know, it's like I can see how like people who like work their whole lives and then they retire and, you know, they just end up dying soon after. Like that happens a lot. It's like, yeah, you need something to do.
Yeah.
Gets you going. And I'm just like, wow, when's the last time I took a nap? The only time I take a nap is like if I didn't get a good night's sleep or I was super drank a lot and I'm hungover. And it's like, then I just consider that day like a recovering day. Guys, enjoy. If you're under 30, which if you're watching this, I mean, I don't know. We actually do have an audience that's our friends and stuff, but any audience from TikTok, I know you're under 16 probably, definitely under 21. Let me tell you, enjoy your drinking while you can. You hear this all the time, and it is so true. The hangovers, man, in your 30s are insane.
I don't even want to know. I'm not 30 yet, and my hangovers got bad way before that.
I mean, mine, I guess, well, because I've been self-employed all these years, even in like my big party years, which was like my late 20s, mid to late 20s was like when I was like partying all the time. So, but I'm aging well, and I definitely was super in shape for my age. I think I'm still doing really good, but I'm almost 10 years older than that now. They're way worse now, but I heard a lot of people saying that at those ages, like mid to late 20s, it's like, oh, these hangovers. For me, I still was fine, but I never had to wake up and go to work, so it was fine.
Luckily for me, though, too, I never had to experience that either. I do not know how people do that.
I cannot imagine.
No.
Because now when I drink, I literally am like, scheduling the next day is I'm in bed all day. Like there's just no way. Or I'm to the point where I'm very aware of like, I don't want to be in bed all day. So do not drink that much and make sure to drink a lot of water and like be very cognizant of that, which I did the other night. And I was kind of up. I didn't sleep a lot, not because of the drinking, but just didn't sleep a bunch. And so I was tired, but I was still up and I wasn't hungover. Dude, it's crazy. You literally lose a whole day every time you drink heavily.
I do not miss that at all.
Yeah.
That is a perk of pregnancy, not drinking.
Go back to this clip once the baby's born, because she's going to get fucking wasted on the first chance she can, and she will just be
I will have a glass or two, and then I will be drunk. And then I'll be drunk.
Yes. And what happens when Erin's drunk?
I have a great time,
she
and so does everyone around
like
me.
a waterfall and thinks nothing affects her and just keeps drinking shots, alcohol, pour it. I'm safe to drive. She doesn't. She loses all self-control.
I will be an adult, a parent, a mother.
That's what freaks me out, dude.
I will be smart.
That is what I was thinking about this last night, because I went drinking the other night, and I was like making sure, like, okay, I need to like. I was hanging out with Natalia and our other friends, and we went to the bar and stuff. And then she kind of was like, by the end of the night, was like, all right, I got to kick everybody out. But I wasn't ready to leave because I was kind of drunk. Yeah. And then I was like, shit, what do I do? And it's like, in my old days, it's like, you just drive home drunk. Like, all right, whatever, I'm fine. And it's like, I know better. I'm like, no, I'm just going to walk around the block because I don't want to hang out in her apartment if she's ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I just went walking around the block just to sober up. And I wasn't like that drunk, but I knew I was not good to drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sobered up and ended up driving home. But I was thinking that whole time, like, man, we're going to have a kid. And think of like, now you have to plan this all out. Like we've never had that where if you get a little too drunk, it's like you can just plan to, okay, we'll just spend the night somewhere, or we'll Uber home, or we'll sleep all day tomorrow. It's fine. And now it's like, what if you need the car to take the kid somewhere?
Yeah.
What if the kid needs something tomorrow, has something he has to do?
Or we do Uber, but then we had to Uber back. We have to take the kid with us.
Exactly.
And we don't
There's
have a car
all
seat.
these other
like,
layers. And I was just thinking like, this is going to be a lot harder in a few months, which is where I think it is good if we just kind of take shifts and you kind of go hang with your friends. I go hang with my friends. We got to make time to do it together. But that is like for us, we've never been the type of couple to just like where we're just going to be able to get a babysitter till 11. Mm-hmm. It's like we don't even start the night till 11 and we need to be free pretty much all the way through the next day. So it's like grandma and grandpa. What are we calling your mom?
Nana.
Nana. Hey, Nana. You mind watching little Noah until midday tomorrow? All you got to do is put him to bed and pretty much let him watch cartoons until we wake up, which is
Disney
a respectable
movies.
3 p.m. And then we'll pick him up. And then we'll be like, Noah, here's your iPad. We're going to go take a nap now.
Or they'll have nap time of like, all right, let's all take a nap. It's nap time for everyone.
I feel like that is either it's going to make my drinking more like worse, or it's going to cure me of having hangovers because I'm not going to want to deal with a rambunctious kid during those hangover days. Mm-hmm. That'd be awful.
And two, I just think, I'm not going to be drinking for 9 months. Afterwards, yes, I'm going to want a glass of wine at some point probably, or not even wine, more like a sour
bottle.
beer. I'd want just a sour beer because I do like the flavor of that. And like, I do kind of miss that.
You realize the face I'm making now
but
is no, Erin, you have no self-awareness. You're not
honest with you. I'm going
honest
to be breastfeeding, so it's like I can't get
till that's done. How long are you going to do that for? You going to do it till he's 4?
Hopefully a long time.
Oh, 7.
Not 4.
She's gonna be that mom from Game of Thrones feeding her 13-year-old son, sucking her nipples.
No, I did just see a video though of like where they had their newborn and they're like, I don't know, 2-year-old or something, and they were feeding together. But it was actually a really bonding experience because I think that when you have an older sibling and they are attached to, the life force, and then they see someone else coming in there can be a sense of jealousy, especially if you're like, no, like we're weaning you off now too, like you're not allowed to have this, and they've had it for so long and that's all they know, and that really is a bonding time for you guys. And then all of a sudden someone else completely new comes in and we're already giving the
jealousy
infant,
it's like a new boyfriend took over your girlfriend, and you're just there watching it,
and we're giving the infant a lot more time and attention because the feeding, the diaper changing, the this or that, we are always.
So what are you saying?
Them.
You're saying that's why you're going to feed the older sibling longer so they don't feel jealous? What are you saying?
I mean, I'm just saying like that is a good thing.
That seems worse.
No, I think that's a good thing too. I mean, it's not like if it's a 5-year-old, like then you can't anymore. The baby will already, the toddler will already be weaned off of the breast, and so I wouldn't do it if they were 5, but if they're close in age, I think it is, good.
So one's just going to be sucking on one tit, one's sucking on the other?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know if this sounds hot or horrible.
There's a video of it.
Oh, cool. On Pornhub?
No.
Wow.
It's sweet. I think it's a good bonding experience.
Yeah, for you. It's going to ruin tits for me forever.
No, it won't.
Why are you already planning for 2 kids, by the way? We don't even have one. And you're already imagining 2 little me's sucking on your titties. When do I get to?
Right now.
Yeah, I know. I got to enjoy that too. While I can.
You can be on the other 2. And then
hey, Noah, make room
bonding
for daddy. I'm going to suck it all up before he gets any. It's like, what's that scene from There Will Be Blood? I drink your milkshake. Have you ever heard of seepage? Seepage. I put a straw in your well and I suck it up. I drink your milkshake. I probably fucked up that quote, but you guys get the point if you've seen the movie. Noah's over here trying to get his little white gold out of the nipple. And I'm like, sorry, Noah, I already drank your milkshake. I've been at this a lot longer. I grew up in a big family where you had to fight for every meal to get the good stuff before it was gone. That's why when I sit down, it's a contest to like get it in as fast as possible. Just shovel it in.
Oh, I know.
I don't just sit there and enjoy it.
No, you don't. I'm like, do you even taste your food at all?
No.
It's just inhale it down.
Yeah. That's the big family.
2 seconds later, it's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just be here by myself eating still. Because I've taken now the time. I take a lot longer now to eat, which is nice. It's still not as long as it should be, but
old habits die hard.
You can make a conscious effort to change. But,
yeah, why? Why?
Better quality of life, honestly.
Well,
food is a great source of like pleasure and joy.
Yeah.
Especially my cooking. So it's like,
sometimes. No, it's pretty good. It ain't no unseasoned white
the
girl
flavor,
chicken.
Yeah. It'll melt in your mouth.
Yeah, maybe at some point, but probably not.
If you don't change now, you never will. So.
Well, isn't that another phrase? Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Are you an old dog, Nick?
I'm almost 40. How old is that in dog years?
Dog?
Dead. That's dead. That's a dead dog right there. Yeah. It's whatever.
But I'm excited. I hope that breastfeeding goes well because I do have implants, but I know I have a good doctor.
I noticed.
I had a good doctor and I asked him these things, but when I went to my midwife, she said that there is a chance that I'll have difficulty, but I just feel like my body was made for this. I have this really calm sense of everything. Like I'm not freaking out about a home birth or without an epidural or anything, just having like a unmedicated birth and breastfeeding.
You hear this, ladies? You hear this?
No problem.
You weak ass bitches out there who go to the look at me say all this. I'm gonna jinx it, but I'm just like, think of the gloating I'll get to do, the bragging about you.
A lot of it has to do with your mindset.
I know.
If you go into it, it's like doing drugs. If you're doing a psychedelic,
get the epidural, or in a hospital, get C-sections, are all drugged up, can't go through and you're like serious about going through the process naturally.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And what really helped me, honestly, know that I can do it was the miscarriage and just going through all of that pain. And I'm just like, oh shit, I can do this.
If you guys want to hear that story, go back to the previous episode, Bad News Kid, not the most latest episode, but a couple back. Bad News Kids. We talk about the miscarriage of the last one. Let's just say she did kind of go into labor, but you were screaming in there and you were like, we got to go to the hospital. And what came out was like this big. I mean, how big was it?
But it was shortly after me saying I need to go to the hospital.
That it passed.
Yes.
You thought it was at its worst.
That is how it's going to happen too.
Yeah, it's going to happen, but it's going to be 10 times bigger than that.
My body is made for this.
She's so sure of this. I'm going to be more terrified. Like, oh my God.
You need to be my rock, though.
Okay, I will be.
But we'll have a safe word because, like, I'm sure I'll be like, no, I don't want to do this. I want to go to the hospital, this or that. But there'll actually be a safe word where this actually means. No, I won't. But I will be probably saying these other things of just like, fuck, this hurts, and like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And you need to be like, you need to bring me back because you know who I am. You know that I feel that I can do this.
I know. She's set on doing it, and I know she can.
Yes.
And I know she's aware of everything.
Yes.
I don't want anything to go wrong.
And
I'm worried if something does go wrong because, a lot of women used to die on childbirth.
Yes.
But
it was, too, because they had no option of other things.
Erin,
and they didn't have the prenatal care where they would know that, oh, you're high risk. Oh, we see this is happening to the baby. You need to be delivering in the hospital. Yeah. They didn't have those options then, and that's why. When that happens,
how much time is there? That, things, I don't know. I'm thinking the worst. I'm thinking
Well, don't.
I know. You promised you would never die. So
I know.
promise here live on our podcast that you will not ever die.
I will never, ever die soon.
That wasn't the promise, but I'll take it. You guys know that's another movie reference from Team America. I finally made her watch it.
That was good.
She's like, I can't lose another boyfriend. If you want to bang me tonight, you have to promise that you will never die. And he just goes, I promise I will never die. She's like, yes, let's bang now. The things dudes do for love. Uh-huh. But seriously, do not die in childbirth.
I'm not going to.
You guys heard it here first. Guys, should we stream live the childbirth?
No.
Not like show it, but what if we set up like the Twitch or the YouTube live on quality time? And I'm like in here and I can keep people updated and maybe they'll hear the screaming in the background. We don't show it.
No, yeah.
I don't think they'd allow me to show it, but that might be an interesting stream. Think of all the Twitch subs or followers or.
No, that'd be interesting.
Maybe.
I could probably do that. But then too, I do want you at some points to kind of like record things, maybe not live, but.
I know. You guys want to see? Oh, no, I'm not going to put that out there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
You know me. Always make the content.
But yeah, with childbirth, I think of it as like doing psychedelics in a sense of it's all about your mindset. Because you've done psychedelics and you know that you have to have a good mindset going into it. You can't be scared of doing it.
I never pushed a watermelon out of my butthole in psychedelics.
That's not the point. The point is...
It's a little bit.
No, it's not.
A little bit.
It's not. It's all about your mindset. And if you can do this, and if you think, oh, I'm going to have a bad trip, more than likely you're going to have a bad trip if you go in there with this bad mindset. And I'm going into this saying, I can do this. My body is built for this. And I will know if like anything is going wrong and trusting myself.
No, you are very, very in tune with your body. So
Yeah.
I definitely trust that if anybody can do it, you can do it. And then I can gloat to everybody. It's like childbirth is the hardest thing ever. Oh, yeah? Says the women on you women who are getting epidurals and C-sections. Let me tell you about my girlfriend.
There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff, though.
I know, obviously. Not only does she not have to wear makeup to be pretty like you bitches, but she just plopped the baby onto our hardwood floors, squatting.
Hopefully, actually, in this room, since you'll have your other studio.
I know. The studio's coming soon. I'm excited for it.
Because this is tile floors and they can get wet.
Yeah. Well, it would be good to stream it in here too. So. Okay. Well, that was very graphic, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more information coming soon about the pregnancy and about everything. And
we have our 20-week anatomy. Well, I have my 20-week anatomy scan in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before this podcast or after? Probably after. We
The
got to
23rd.
stick to our schedule, Erin. We promised we would.
Days before, because today's the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it'll be the Friday before.
Okay.
So we will talk
So we
about
can
that.
talk about it on the next one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We'll have some pictures too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another quality time.
Yeah.
The time flew right by.
It did.
And we did talk about half of TikTok drama. Okay, I'll start my own podcast so we can just make this quality time. But we brought it back to the topic at hand, Nick and Erin. Quality time with Nick and Erin.
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on all the things,
Leave a comment on our iTunes.
Yeah, go leave a good 5-star review on our iTunes if you can. And guys, we are bringing the Patreon soon. I know we kind of launched it before, but got banned. Things happened. Things changed.
Oh, I want to make a hat. I have to make a hat.
We're going to have some merch and some Patreon coming because we really do like this podcast. We're going to keep it going. We're going to take it more seriously. I'm going to start editing and putting clips up and really promoting it. Mm-hmm. But you guys are our OG audience. So please show us some love on the iTunes reviews and in the comment sections. And we love you.
Yes.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Okay, we'll see you.
Bye, guys.